What's up guys, MainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as usual. So before I start with the topic for today's video, a lot of people have said awesome hoodie, and I agree, I really like it. I was contacted by this company called Into the AM, link to their website below. They wanted to sponsor me. I checked out their selection and I kind of loved their stuff. I mean, genuinely. This is not a total sellout, I actually like their stuff. So if you also enjoy this sort of colorful attire, English is so hard sometimes for Swedes. If you like this sort of stuff, check it out and use my code below for a 10% discount. Cheers. So, today's topic, as you can see, Kazuya forever bad. Kazuya Harada, that's Tekken's project director. Follow him on Twitter, he's extremely funny and charismatic. I can really recommend it. He posted a series of tweets regarding Kazuya Mishima going forward in the Tekken lore. I'm gonna show the tweets, it will give you a more clear picture, but it seems like Katsuro is saying that there are no redeeming qualities to Kazuya. He will forever be evil. And this to me is kind of a letdown. I was disappointed when I read it. He could be trolling, but I kind of feel like he should get a proper send-off. I mean, in Tekken 8, we saw the cliffhanger ending in Tekken 7. Kazuya is, of course, going to be killed by Jin in Tekken 8. I mean, this is how stories usually go. And in Tekken 7, Heihachi got a proper send-off. Like, he used to be this 2D charismatic funny villain, but who was always evil, and they actually gave him some depth in Tekken 7. Like, oh, there was the marriage to Kazumi, she betrayed him, she was a devil. Suddenly Heihachi felt like, I have to eradicate this evil from this world. I have to see if Kazuya is also a devil. After all, he's a son of a devil, you know? So he drops him from the cliff. And so he actually had, well, I mean, a semi-valid reason to do so. So Heihachi actually turned into a relatable character in Tekken 7. He wasn't just this evil, laughing guy with one-liners. And I felt that was interesting, and it was a really good thing to do before killing Heihachi. So he got a great send-off. So now I'm a bit worried about Kazuya's send-off, being a huge Kazuya fanboy. So I want to show you guys the tweets. Someone put up this picture of Kazuya where he goes, "The power of the angels, someday it too will be mine." Cue evil laugh. It could happen and he could become a good and pure guy, someone says. But Harada says, "A leopard cannot change its spots." Basically saying, Kazuya is evil. I mean, he's the devil. And he cannot change. The devil is the devil. Then there was someone responding to Harada saying, "But people aren't leopards and hearts change every day. Men's heart change, I mean, we all know that." Harada responds by saying, "Kazuya is not people, human. That's all." So he dismisses this completely, and as I'm talking about this, let's watch this amazing sequence from Tekken 7 story mode. So Harada dismisses this idea of Kazuya actually having some humanity in him, and basically just saying Kazuya is the devil. And as I said, I feel this would be very unfortunate if Kazuya would be... I was kind of disappointed in his character in Tekken 7 because yes, he was the devil, he was in charge of G Corporation, this huge corporate military leader in World War with the Tekken Zaibatsu, but there was nothing other than that to him. I remember that sequence at the start where there was this intense close-up of him and he had his... it's like he was face-palming, like he was depressed. He was holding his hand over his eyes, and I thought we were going to get a genuine moment, like thinking back to his mother or something. But of course he was just laughing and being pure evil. Only a Dark Soul, like... Oh, a Dark Souls reference in a Bandai Namco video, awesome. There was nothing more to Kazuya than just evil laughing in Tekken 7, and yeah, no emotion other than that, nothing to relate to. No motivation other than I am evil, you killed my mother, And of course, when he says, "You killed my mother," you know, that trailer shot where we're like, oh, he's gonna avenge his mother, that's noble. But then we hear that his mother was just pure evil. So he's basically just going to avenge the devil. Like, you killed my devil mother, and now as a devil myself, I'm going to avenge that and kill you, Heihachi. So Heihachi turned into this noble guy who was going to save the world from devils in Tekken 7. And Kazuya was pure evil. Harada now says Kazuya is going to be pure evil again in Tekken 8. I just hope that's not what we get. I want Kazuya to be the anti-villain. Like, for sure, he can be evil most of the time, but give us some emotion and some relatable human characteristics so that we understand that it's kind of hard being half devil, half Mishima, and having your father kill your mother and drop from a cliff. Do something with that. Like, and I sure hope they do, because I love Kazuya, great character. If it turns out to be this mindless evil zombie in Tekken 8, it would be a huge disappointment. But hoping the guys deliver a decent story again. Tekken 7 story mode was pretty damn good. I hope it's even better in Tekken 8. I don't know, what are your thoughts on this? Maybe you guys enjoy this Kazuya who's just comically evil all the time. Or are you like me? Would you like to see Kazuya have a human moment, like thinking back to Jun? Maybe thinking back to even Heihachi, like, oh, my father, I killed him. Like, how could I? He was obviously just trying to get evil out of the way, or his wife turned on him, like we see now. Of course, that broke his heart. Of course, he turned into a brutal man. Or maybe he looks at Jin with new eyes and he's like, oh, you're not just a source of devil gene power for me that I can absorb. You're actually my son. You know, and he has a moment with Jin before he dies, or just something like that. You see this moment here with Heihachi? They didn't have to do a lot to make us care for him. You can really tell he doesn't want to do this, but he feels like he has to, because he realizes the wife he thought he had was never there. It was just a facade put on by Devil Kazumi. So his wife basically never existed. He was tricked. And now he mourns his wife. Oh well, of course, he just broke her neck. But please do something like this for Kazuya, I beg you, Bandai Namco. Don't make the obvious mistake of making Kazuya a paper-thin character. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts on this. I'm really curious. I hope you all have a nice day. Take care.